tips from Zack Snyder after filming.
Oh, yeah.
Superman.
Did you talk to him much?
Dude, one fist bump later, and
Nice.
we were like fucking best friends. He was like, all right. But after that, he gave me a line. All right, shit.
Yeah.
I was an extra.
I looked up your scene. You linked me to the scene. I watched it. I immediately knew that was you. I was like, fuck.
Dude, I was so small.
Yeah.
You know, I was like 170.
You're a baby,
I was 170. I was like 24.
I think the coolest part of that story.
170 years old.
170 pounds. Yeah, dude.
Damn,
Oh,
dude,
shit. Benjamin Butt.
Small guy. Little guy. Like a little guy walking around.
Dude.
Hey, I'm 170.
Listen, it was crazy. I bumped into fucking Jesse Eisenberg, and he still got knocked over. Yeah, I know. Fragile little fucker.
Very impressive 175
Yeah. 24-pound guy.
I'm gonna get you. Little fucking bag of salt.
I just realized we were on the air just now. I didn't realize.
Oh,
we were,
yeah?
I noticed you were holding them like you. Truman showed me for a
Dude.
second. That's good.
Oh.
Was that planted?
Segway.
Wow.
Yo. We sipping high life and we doing it right. We doing it all motherfucking night. This is the part where I freestyle and Darius kicks the wild beat wild. Oh. Oh.
It's chilling. Yes. Breast. Pollo.
Let's go. With the chicken going crazy. Oh my goodness. All right. Dude,
like-
welcome.
Come on in.
Oh, by the way, welcome to a brand new episode of Cornbread and Beans.
Yes.
That's right. Oh, you might notice there's a third face. Oh, you might notice that, huh? Yeah.
I'm Johnny Mocny. I'm the first guest. In the
That's
history.
right.
Yes.
Wow.
Dude, you're here. You're here. We're here.
Yeah.
And welcome to Cornbread and Beans.
Yes.
This is a Lansing-based food podcast. Cheers. Salud.
Cheers.
I'm one host, Rio Riojas, local comedian and actor, along with my partner, Darius.
Darius Kennedy, Chicago born and bred. No ketchup on the hot dog, please.
No ketchup,
On the hot dog.
but we are going to catch up right now, all right? Welcome to the weekly catch up, but not on a hot dog. Yeah, that's a segue.
That's great. Oh my god. Nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow.
That's how we welcome
Every episode, Darius will freestyle a beat, and I will freestyle a rap, and that's
Yeah.
our intro song. Good. All right.
Yeah.
For the most part, I'm going to be trying to face the angle point of view.
Yeah. For a second, you looked like the bat that bit Pat Sievert's cat.
Oh my god,
The-
rabies!
I planted that bat so I could be the first guest in the history of this podcast.
We'll
Yeah.
talk about it.
Johnny planted the bat.
Yeah.
We originally had Pat Sievert scheduled. He is going to be coming though.
Yeah.
We got him booked, but we also already had Johnny booked. So,
He'll be known as guest number 1.2.5.
yeah, 1.25.
You know,
I like it.
Nice. Who's the king of Lansing comedy now, Pat? It's always been a competition.
It's been a competition. As you guys have just done a show with him tonight.
We love you, Pat.
Yeah,
Where were
we
we?
all love you.
Where were we at tonight?
We were at Bad Brewing in
Yeah.
Mason.
In
really
Mason.
Good, yeah, good crowd. I was shocked because it's outdoors and it's a lot of people. And when you see that many people, you're just like, there's no way they're all here for
Yeah.
the show.
That was the coolest comedy beer garden
Yeah.
I've ever attended. Or I am from the city of Chicago. I sound like an old guy. Like, I'm from
Yeah, Windy City.
It's got buildings.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on?
There can't be a lot of outdoor shows in Chicago.
going on?
We have a couple. We used to have one that was really cool in Bronzeville. That Brian Babylon. Shout out Brian Babs.
Shout out Brian Babylon.
Cool as shit.
It's automatic.
But it was like the best comedy show on the south side of Chicago.
Really? Wow.
That
Okay.
was independently ran, and it was just Brian Babylon. And he would fucking have some of the coolest fucking comics come through. And shit
Nice,
like that.
nice,
So,
nice.
Like,
Okay,
Get
well,
off the
put us on it.
expressway.
Let's
Yes.
go do it.
Shut down, dude. He like radio station now.
Yeah.
He's on to better things. What you're trying to say.
All right.
A radio station.
He's definitely doing cool shit.
No,
no,
right.
Though. Last time I saw him, we were smoking a blunt at a Anderson .Paak concert. Doing a porta potty and shit.
Yeah.
It was just, it was fucking dope as fuck, man. But good guy. But he ran one of the best outdoor shows in Chicago. There are a bunch of other ones that popped off, but never to this capacity.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
For real.
Was it on the same level as tonight or bigger?
This had more capacity than the show. So
Let's go.
Show. But it's been shown.
Dude, honestly, Michigan's comedy scene is coming up. Like it's getting noticed. I had a friend out from LA. He went out to a show that we all did. Well, me and Johnny did. Me and Johnny did a show, and he told me it was better than most of the shows that he sees out there. Dude, and then you're telling me you're coming from Chicago. Where you had a big outdoor show, and this show had more seating capacity.
Well, I feel like you're always going to get that, like in a city like LA or New York or maybe even Chicago or Austin or something. So many more people are trying it, so you're going to have so many more stinkers. It's just going to be how it's going to work, and you're going to have more shows, and as a result, if you have more things, there's going to be more bad things. It's going to be more diluted.
You're diluting the. But I mean, by law of averages.
Yeah.
Right.
Law of averages.
Like one of the
you should still be getting a good comedy show. Yeah, I've been burping a lot. Shout out Miller High Life. Sponsor us.
Please.
We know you listen. Shit.
I love Miller High Life so much. I tried to order it at a brewery.
At a brewery.
Yes. So stupid.
They made their own shit.
Yeah. Oh, I've never seen.
This is
Dudes all. This is the place where we make our own shit. It's like going to Miller High Life and going, "Let me get a
He looked at me like I was like trying to order a Big Mac in like a fancy restaurant.
Yeah.
He was like. Dude, it's like we do not serve things like that.
How dare he?
Yeah.
How dare thy?
You're like,
clutching his pearls.
You're like, it's the champagne of beers, right? Like, come on, give me a break here.
Upper class for the lower class.
My bad. What I was gonna say was that about relating to Michigan's comedy scene versus Chicago's, it's almost as if like there's so much space and so many venues that could put on shows that people force shows on that like moving to Chicago and then producing a show is like the second thing on the list. Like it's like, all right, I've done a couple mics. I'm gonna make who wants to produce the show? Like it's like that. It's not. I haven't seen that here because the availability of space to perform in. Is scarce and
it's limited. Yeah, definitely limited.
Fucking unique.
Yeah, when you get it, it's like they make the venue for it. Dude, like I've really liked performing here. Like I don't know, it's a new avenue for me.
That fucking showcase in Chicago would murder. You could sell $25 tickets. To some shit like that.
Well, because there's more of an audience for it there too. There's just more. There's so many towns here where you kind of sometimes you have to get the locals into the whole idea of what you're doing.
There's
just kind of
insane for me. Small town. Everybody packs a fucking small town free comedy show. Like packs it,
dude.
Yeah, and it's crazy, like how often people that are like comedy fans don't even know what's happening. Too. Like, there was for a minute there was a comedy club. It was Funniest Funny comedy club. And but the thing is, they were doing ads on the radio. So they had people showing up to do their open mic that had never done comedy before because they didn't know we were already doing it here for so long. Because they would hear it on the radio, and that's the first exposure.
Yeah, there's just a desire.
About that comedy show on the radio today. I'm gonna go down there.
Y'all should come.
I think I'm gonna do that.
I'm gonna do it too.
I'm gonna be just like Gallagher. All my heroes.
He smashes watermelons with his nuts. Right?
I brought my watermelons. His nuts. I like that rewrite of Gallagher. He actually did it with his nuts. Like that's why Gallagher sucks, dude. He just anybody can smash a watermelon with a hammer.
Pull out your testes and really smash that thing.
Truth, I know we have many things to talk about, but regarding Gallagher,
Oh, you have a Gallagher story?
Yeah, right.
Oh my
Let's
God.
hear it.
Shitting
Okay.
me. I'm not a religious person. You can electrocute me now, Joe House. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I was
John Helsing.
Yep, Yahweh, bitch.
That motherfucker.
That punk ass.
Anyways, sorry.
So I was walking down Wells. This is a Chicago story, including Gallagher. So I'm walking down Wells. I'm walking north on Wells. I'm passing Grand, and I get to like Grand and Wells. It's like busy because there's a bunch of people. There's a bunch of people turning onto that street, so it's a busy little intersection. And there's this place called Leon's Ribs, or my bad, Carson's Ribs, and they're the only rib joint in downtown Chicago.
Okay.
It's like owned by Greek dudes.
Yeah.
It's like
Pretty much a Coney spot.
it's a Greek Coney spot.
Yeah, it's pretty. If it's Greek owned, yeah, that's a Coney, right? You guys just don't know it. Yeah, Greek joints, that's Coney's. That's what.
Giants in Chicago. They're
Yeah, you
Negro
guys,
joints
because you guys don't know. All right, I'm gonna put you guys on right now. Anywhere in America, you guys got a Greek joint,
It's gonna be awesome.
you can call it a Coney. All right, you can walk to the Coney, and that's a Michigan culture thing.
No matter how much they tell you it's not a Coney.
Yeah, they're like, we don't have Coney dogs. I'm like, fuck you. This is a Coney spot.
Yeah.
I know a Coney. I know a Coney when I see it.
Shut up, Stavros. What's the password? What do I got to say for you to bring it out?
Dude, I like it. He just like cuts out. He's like all begrudging. Pulls out a packet of Kogels and like slices it open. He's like so mad that you know that it's a Coney. He's like, for you, one Coney. It's not. That's
They found
not
this out. The next day they're gone. They move locations.
Famous spot for 45 years disappears without a trace.
So I'm walking down Wells, and I get to this fucking street, and it's a stoplight. I'm waiting for the walk sign, and I'm standing there, right? And I'm standing here. Here's the street. Here's Wells going that way, and I'm standing there. And this dude in front of me, to my left, was wearing like black jeans and shoes, whatever. I don't remember shoes, but I remember he was wearing a Planet Hollywood.
Yeah.
Fucking like bomber jacket.
Nice.
Fuck,
And-
dude. You know he's a gangster.
And the fucking Gallagher haircut.
Yeah, right. The curls, the locks. You seen him.
So I look over at him, and then it
Gallagher?
You saw the mustache.
Dude, dude, all right. So like the walk signal comes, and I start walking, and then fucking this person makes a right and keeps walking that way. So I got a side view.
Yeah.
And as soon as he walks the other way across the street, I stop and I stare, and I'm like, I'm standing there, I'm like,
No.
and this other white guy
like,
just
yes.
walks up, right?
Yes.
He goes, fucking Gallagher, right? I was like, for real? He was like, fucking dude. It was either Gallagher or his brother. And
Gallagher
I'm like,
too?
What? And then he's like, and then on the street,
You're like,
of
show me your
Chicago,
Mjolnir.
A random white dude explained to me what Gallagher meant, like the whole Gallagher legacy.
I think you needed a white phone a friend in that situation.
Whoa! I'm just standing there going, whoa, fucking no way. He's like, yeah. He's like, he's got a brother and it's his twin. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. He's like, yeah, he sold this act to him. I'm like, no way. And he's like, yeah, that might be the original Gallagher or his brother Gallagher who looks just like him. I'm like, what the fuck?
He gave you the whole lore.
Yeah, you were in on the scoop.
Dude,
Wow.
So
At the
saw
ground
one of
level.
Gallagher's-
At the ground level.
If this was a scene in like a movie, I'd be like, this is too on the nose, this exposition. You're
Yeah.
telling me he just ran across a guy who knew everything about Gallagher?
And it was,
But
dude, 'cause
it's a
that's white guy
fact.
shit.
Yeah, it's it's a fact that like the reality is stranger than fiction.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can't write that.
No.
Because somebody would be like, yeah, fuck you. You'd be like, well, honestly, like...
What I like about the story is that the amazing part of the story isn't that you saw Gallagher. It's that there just happened to be a Gallagher expert in the vicinity.
Yeah,
that's the story.
That's the story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
39 on a Tuesday.
You're just like, you're like...
expert of Gallagher to be out during those hours.
Unless he was Gallagher hunting. And you got caught in the crosshairs, you know.
He was like, yeah,
Gallagher's
you wanna know
biggest
what's really
stalker.
going on? Boy, you just fell
dividing.
into a pit. Let me tell you.
Man, bro, I've been tracking this guy through every major city for the past 12 years. And this is the closest I ever seen him. I don't know if it's Gallagher 1. I don't know if it's Gilbert Gallagher or Galbert Gallagher.
Oh.
That guy's just staring at his gravestone now. That's his whole job.
Dude, he's just like, he's like, who am I? He's
Devoted my whole life to this.
He's like, did I buy the act or did I sell the act?
At the end of the day, we were all the watermelons.
He was like, society.
Smashing.
Society is the watermelon.
Smash. Like that fucking old school.
You know what? We were like,
hiding in the bushes going, I'm going to crush your head.
Yeah.
we are way off the rails, by the way. I just want you guys to know that.
Pat Sievert would not have allowed that. I apologize.
No, you're all right. Honestly, we were supposed to do Johnny Mocny socials and plugs.
Yeah.
So
Socials, plugs.
let's get them. Let's get
Yeah,
them. Look right into the camera. Show
audience.
them baby browns.
All right, porn director.
Yeah.
He knows how to sell it. Yeah. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Johnny Mocny Comedy. I run Crunchies, the weekly crunch in East Lansing that started
Yes,
open
he
mic.
does.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. I do that with my buddies Nick Earl and Jordan Hansen.
Love that show.
Shout out Nick and Jordan.
Yeah.
Nick and I also run a show the last Thursday of every month at Ozones.
Hell yeah.
Lansing.
Ozone.
Pizza soon.
It is great pizza.
I apologize.
No, that's okay. I usually get the poutine anyway. It's fine.
Dude, poutine. Any
poutine
man that
rules.
loves poutine is a man after my own heart. All right, I'll tell you that right now. That's you eat poutine?
I do.
All right. He's after my own heart too.
Poutine is my
I had to
favorite.
put him on the test right quick. All right. I was like, you eat poutine? I ain't never actually seen you eat some poutine. Seen Johnny Mocny put down some poutine.
We always offer during the
That's a real part. 4K, y'all.
you're the first one, motherfucker.
He repeated his setup just to make sure the
yeah.
audience caught it.
Johnny doesn't smoke pot.
Yeah,
which
on
is why
camera.
we passed.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just know my mom's gonna watch this. That's
No
why.
way.
Yeah,
New
yeah.
listener alert. New listener.
No, you can do it all you want.
Pass. My mom's watching. I still want to hit that shit. Like, what? A fucking ticket?
Yeah.
You're immediately fucked.
Well,
dude.
do you feel like a lot of those kids that are raised very conservatively, right, where you don't get anything, you can't watch R-rated movies, you can't drink, whatever.
Yeah.
I think those are the kids where you see the biggest pendulum swing when they grow
Well,
up. Once they're alone, they go like all into
yeah.
it.
Shit, my family is crazy.
It's,
Right.
It's
if you
a
just dip into
phenomenon.
debauchery a little bit.
Not
it's
even.
more gradual.
Yeah. I know what you're saying, but it's like more like if you don't censor it as a taboo, they don't see it as such a reward.
Right.
Johnny, what do you see?
Sorry, and that's just my psychiatrist.
No, it was good.
As an educator, because you're dealing with kids that are at a certain maturity level and have expectations, and their focus is very different than children. Yada yada yada. What do you see in that group of kids that you deal with mostly as like the most common issues? You know, like they guys do this.
Yeah, I feel like The biggest thing I've seen, like in everybody, like the most general thing, I think nihilism is at an all-time high with the next generation.
Really?
Like I think it's just this constant feeling of like none of this matters. You know, the world doesn't matter. You know, nothing. Most of them don't have opinions about the world. And that isn't to say all of them, but a lot of them they're just like I don't care. I just want to get by.
Yeah, they're in their own life.
Yeah. Right. Like I even remember when I was in high school. You know, I was like a junior.
What, like last year?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna date myself. When I was junior year when Trump was running in 2016, and I just remember everything kids talked about was like politics in the world. And I'm not saying they were smart about it because they're kids.
Yeah.
Nobody knew anything. But like everyone was like opinionated and had this idea of where they were gonna go and what they thought of. So, and you don't really see that anymore. Just, I mean, these kids are like 6-7 years younger than me.
I honestly think Trump is going to be one of the last times that like we really see the division. I know we're still feeling the ripples of it now, but I mean, maybe when I graduated high school was when Obama was running for his first term, 2007, and it's kind of the same thing. Like you never really heard it until that year. Yeah, but I couldn't imagine being that age with the level of rampant fanaticism that you had to
it was cool. We made the paper because a girl showed up the day after the election. I remember that. I was at Okemos High School. Yeah. And this girl showed up with a shirt that said, like, we will fight for America, you know, because Hillary just lost. And then all these kids cornered her in the hallway and they all started chanting, lock her up. And I think she cried or something. And we made the paper. And then Tyler Oakley, who's a famous YouTuber who went to our high school, he tweets about it and he goes, like, I went to this high school. I'm so ashamed. And I watched one by one. Every theater kid I knew was replying to him going, we're not all like that, Tyler. Like trying
to the entire cast.
Be my friend, please.
A Fiddler on the Roof. 2020. It was like, no, yo.
I mean, fucking.
All right.
That shit's weird.
That shit is weird. You know what else is about to get weird? Munch Madness review. All right. So upon Johnny's entry into the man cave, I gave him some work. We're about to flip over that work and review.
I'm nervous.
Are you?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I haven't been assessed in a long time.
Okay. So if you guys aren't familiar, Munch Madness is a tournament bracket that Darius and I conversed at the beginning of our series, and as a result we will now put every guest that we have through the same tournament and then discuss their choices. All right?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Do you remember your choices?
I do. I see. Yeah, I stood by all of them.
All right.
I thought about them all for a long time.
Already we got a little controversy.
Okay.
Mickey D's over Arby's.
Yeah.
You're not a fan of Arby's. You chose McDonald's.
I don't dislike. So some of this just came down to like, what do I end up having more? You know? Yeah. And I don't think my Arby's sample size is fair.
You don't enjoy the meat.
I'm fine with the meat. I'll like, I don't know. It's just usually if there's one or the other, I always fall back on McDonald's because it's dependable for me.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm an explorer. I'm never gonna. I always try new fast food. I'm never gonna turn down Arby's. You know, if that's what's thrown at me.
Well,
I do like their loaded fries. That's.
Well, you know, honestly, McDonald's is a staple. There's a reason that it's been around for as long as
it's an institution.
But it was too easy of a choice.
It was. No, yeah. I didn't want to be basic with the McDonald's.
It was really too easy.
Also, it helps because where I'm from, McDonald's is open past midnight, which most of the time, if I'm having fast food. Sorry, Arby's not open at the time when I'm drunkest, so I have to.
We understand.
Fuck you, Arby's.
Arby's, stay open later. I might change my mind.
No, we originally chose Arby's over McDonald's. That was the first and probably the biggest upset of the series. You know, exactly. We had to hit it. There was a splash factor.
You not
a squashing a watermelon factor. Yeah.
And you just exposed it. All right.
On the other side, we have Maxwell's Polish.
Are you familiar with Maxwell's?
I'm not. That was an easy choice.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar.
Okay.
Little Caesars won. We'll give them.
So
It's a Midwestern staple as well.
Maxwell's was more fan service for our Illinois listeners. And if you're out in Illinois, you know Maxwell's. You're probably gonna
pork chop sandwich.
dude, and you're probably gonna catch hepatitis.
Yeah.
All right,
Or eat a fucking pork chop
bone.
I realize like, oh,
Darius really got caught with a bone one time, and it stuck
pissed
with
me
the.
off.
It made him so mad.
Buns.
It was just a bone?
It was just bone and like pork chops. They didn't debone it.
Oh.
And so like
Somebody
that
didn't-
particular
yeah.
sandwich, you gotta kind of
He lost a fucking tooth. His mullet.
Oh my God.
I don't even have teeth.
He's eaten enough pork chop bones in his lifetime. He lost all of them. It's like Maxwell's is worth it.
Just hit the camera and talk.
All right. Next, we respect the Taco Bell versus Chick-fil-A. Yeah, Chick-fil-A's not open on Sundays.
All right. And I'm an ally.
Yeah, Taco Bell
Yeah.
fucking any day, all day, every day. Chick-fil-A.
You know,
Taco Bell also consistently open past midnight.
Yes.
Chick-fil-A is
Yes.
not for degenerates.
okay, what? All right, let me.
They make you wear a bow
Johnny.
tie and say "my pleasure" to the customers. That's not for
That's
us.
Southern
Johnny,
hospitality,
let me-
and
yeah,
also,
yeah.
like fucking what is that called? Like Victorian. What's the Southern like?
Southern Gothic.
Yeah. Where it's just like, yeah, we're obsessed with this culture, man. We still like slavery. We want you to say yes, ma'am, a lot. Fucking no, sir. Yes, sir. No, sir.
I feel bad. I raised my kids to say yes, sir, and yes, ma'am.
End up hanging you from a
They
tree.
were like, "How dare you make us gender identify?" I'm like, "I'm sorry."
Yes,
God damn it, that's my fault.
Yeah.
Johnny called me out. Took way too long. I didn't get to the point fast enough. I'll probably cut that. Everybody, give me a clap.
No, it was
Yeah.
All right, there it is.
it was a good round.
No one will ever hear it forever.
Oh, for those wondering who was cut out, what was cut out? Rio just went on a real homophobic tangent. And
I love the gays.
All right, guys. Chill out.
The appropriate amount. I'm snorting. I snorted. Anyways, back to the review.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, cut that too.
We cutting a lot.
clap.
Thank you. We already got it.
We're helping post. We're helping post.
You know, I might just leave all of this in.
You should. This is good. This is good. Just keep it rolling.
All right.
We don't edit here at Cornbread. Cornbread and Beans.
Oh my
Raw.
gosh.
Facts out of here.
All right.
Yep.
So, on the other side, we got Five Guys versus Wendy's. Yeah, I like it. We chose Wendy's as well.
Chose Wendy's as well.
We did.
It was close for me.
It was, yeah.
It was close for us too, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a crazy decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like that's a commitment. That's like saying I'm gonna get a dog.
It's just like the experience in Five Guys are so widely varying, though.
Yeah.
You can have a normal, or you can have like a crazy experience. You don't know.
I do like at Five Guys oftentimes when like my fries are just half the bag. Like
Yes,
it's
yeah.
always overflowing from whatever the fries should
Yep.
be in, and it's like Just your burger bag is half full of fries.
They gotta get rid of them potatoes.
They gotta lose them.
You know, that's a blessing though.
I'll tell you what pissed me off about Five Guys though. The first time I ever went to it when I was a little kid, it cost money. I don't know if every Five Guys still does this, but it would cost money for refills, and it was your own refill. Like it was like everything. You would go up to the soda fountain, but they would charge you if you went back up to do it.
That's a franchise chain. Like franchise thing where that particular.
It's not a corporate decision.
Yeah.
No, I think
I do not blame the Five Guys. For this experience.
Volume, you know, that's a capitalistic, move.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got a bunch of people in. We got free refills. Fuck that shit. Start charging 28 cents. So they pay you 50 cents, and then you give them change. And then they try to keep change. Then got.
All right.
Then you got some you know what I'm saying?
Yes. All right, we're gonna move on. Yeah, dude. Honestly, I feel like we will touch the rails and then
we're just having fun right now. This is literally like. I hate saying literally and then explain it. This is literally like literally.
This is literally the best comedy podcast of all time. All right. Fuck you, Flagrant 2.
I'm grabbing a beer. Who else needs one? You guys?
I just opened my second one. I'm good.
Okay. You know what? I don't need a beer.
No, I got it. If you need one, I got one for you. It's hidden over here in my little beer cubby. Real talk though, real shit on my Dukes in them. Tonight's show was fucking hella fun.
Yeah.
Always love hanging out with Johnny. This is the first time we got to hang.
Yeah.
We're hanging.
Yeah.
Outside of a show.
Yes. Dude, this is same.
Presence.
Thank you. You too, man.
Great. You're great. Just confident and chill comic, man. I love watching you. So
thank you. I appreciate that. I love both of you guys. I think
honestly, coming up in Lansing, I don't know if I've ever said it enough. It's been one of the most fortunate experiences for me. This is a city where I wanted to try something and I honestly got to do it, So coming out and just getting on stage anytime, and getting that opportunity, I've always felt grateful for, and I love Lansing for letting me do that. People are like, why do you like doing Beggars so much? There's a karaoke room right around the corner from there.
Yeah.
You can rent a room per hour. And one of the first times I did comedy, we went to that karaoke room afterwards. We were out there till 2 a.m. just partying, and
shit your pants.
Yeah,
it's because Beggars is the one spot. It's right in the thick of college town bars. It is a fun place to hang out afterwards.
Dude, you can do whatever you want after that show.
The really funny thing is,
I did when I moved here.
Nice.
Really? Yeah.
Shout out Ken Wiskull for hooking me up with Pat Seaver.
Ken.
And,
shout out
Alana fucking
Banfield.
Elena Banfield.
Elena Banfield.
Wrong, and that's not cool. So fuck that, please.
I will.
Right.
Shout out Elena Banfield.
Hell
and
yeah.
Pat Seaver for hooking me up on first show.
Beggars is sometimes funny too, because especially in the fall, you'll notice this it's right above Rick's, which is
dude.
Rick's is the college bar. It's everybody there is the 19-year-old with a fake ID. It's and so
I've blacked out so many times at Rick's, dude.
The sound from Rick's starts playing the comedians off.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's we know when it's time to wrap the show up because you can hear Rick's down below.
Yeah, you're feeling it in your feet.
Yeah.
All the way from the ground up. You're like, all right. Dude, that's awesome, man. I love Rick's.
Oh, yeah, man. That was...
It's so seedy.
Beggars, first time I did it was awesome. Very comfortable and fun. And, that and Max are my favorite places to go.
Yeah.
Locally, because those are the two places I got booked at, first.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't go to Crunchies. That one's the worst.
You booked me on Crunchies.
I know,
Dude,
I'm
no,
joking.
I was there.
Honestly,
I had a great time there, and people got mad at me because I was talking about olive burgers.
what?
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause I
You
was
divided the audience?
Oh.
I was new, man.
Yeah, that's
how
fine.
deep olive burgers.
Yeah.
Alex Plotkowski went on at Crunchies on Oberon Day, and so a lot of people there weren't there for the comedy; they were just there for Oberon's.
Yeah.
And the first thing he does is he just says like, "Oh yeah, you guys enjoying your piss water?" And immediately I'll turn against him. I was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing, Alex? It's trying to sabotage our show."
I love
That's your
Alex.
thing?
Yeah.
Right.
No, we love to turn our audience into our enemies.
Dude.
Hey, you guys enjoy the
Crunchies.
meal?
I
Go
love
fuck yourself.
I love crunchies though, man. Cause you really fucking bite your teeth. You know what I mean? You're like, is this a good joke?
You never, honestly, you can walk into Crunchies. You never know what kind of day it's going to be.
Yeah,
with the crowd.
yeah.
It could be a big crowd, a small crowd. You still don't know if it's going to be a good or bad night. It's
And then-
it's a real
It's
crapshoot.
always like a pleasant surprise
Yeah,
when you like kill it. You're like, oh, all right, nice. And,
All the
like,
people playing video games like my they just didn't laugh at them. They're too busy scoring.
I remember at Crunchies, I was doing a joke about getting kicked out of QD, and I thought it sucked. And in the front seat, there was a guy crying silent tears
Get the fuck
and
out
laughter.
of my life and don't see my
Dude.
children.
I was like, I still never done that joke again. Like,
you don't want to make me cry again.
It was so
You're too nice.
conflicting. It was so
Making a
conflicting.
joke
Like
because you made a dude when he went through all the emotions.
he felt so
to the
bad
point
for
where,
me.
like, he was just speechless and just a tear, just a paralyzed
But it wasn't even
little man
he didn't make
after
a
the
sound. He didn't make a sound.
wow.
There was not a laughter to be heard while I was telling this joke. Meanwhile, this guy's like having a meltdown. I'm like, this sucks.
That transcends humor. You know, that transcends laughter.
Like,
We as comedians really just want to make you silently cry. That's the ultimate goal.
It sounds like
It was weird. He was right next to me. Yeah. Yeah.
I said a joke, and this guy's all.
It was actually drool. That was not a tear.
It was a tear. He spit.
He's just thinking about how he can't hug his kids ever again, dude.
Rio's over here like, I fucking crippled the guy because
That was so crippling funny.
guy's in a fucking guy Stephen Hawking, actually.
He was like, I hate you.
You suck.
I didn't hear, and I'm already gone. I don't know any of it.
With his fucking powerful wheelchair because it's controlled by a smart brain.
He's just, he's just trying to get back at me. I'm like 10 feet ahead of him, like oblivious.
That's Steve-O Hawks. Bro. That's,
You ever heard of ignorance
That's
is
Big
bliss?
Steve
I
Hawk,
killed
man.
that night.
yeah.
No.
He should have tried stand up.
Shout out to Crunchies.
He should have.
What if he
Shout
tried
out to
stand up? What if Stephen Hawking went up and did stand up and was just
Stop. Okay, no. He just got up.
I mean, he's dead as fuck now.
he is.
So,
That would be pretty sick.
this motherfucker is smart as fuck. He figured out how to come back to life.
I think the day.
Dead brain.
See, everybody unanimously loves Stephen Hawking, but I feel like the day he tried stand up, he would have immediately been like, he'd have been like, "What is with trans people?" And they'd be like, "Whoa, Stephen,
Stop.
we thought you were cool."
His chair all fucking like in the audience.
Oh my God. He's doing physical humor. Like Stephen Hawking's doing. He's
Chair that
trying.
just moves his body according to what his neurons in his brain do.
I just need to move one arm to squash this watermelon.
Whole table demolished.
Yeah.
Smart.
No,
That'd be sick. Gallagher, take note. Gallagher's dead too, but like, whatever.
Whatever one is dead.
Gallagher too, if whichever one's alive. Listen to what we're saying.
No.
You gotta up your squashing game.
Holler-esty cyborg niggas.
This is a lot of fun. This is great.
It's all your fault, man, for organizing this and having so much fun.
Figure out what fast food place you're gonna yell at me for.
So we got Long John Silver's versus KFC. We chose Long John Silver's.
Okay.
We like the Hush Puppies.
Oh, I do like Hush Puppies.
Dude.
Yeah. Honestly, no, this was another case of I don't have enough Long John Silvers.
Okay.
I can't remember the last time I've had them.
Me and Darius both grew up in areas that had Long John Silver's standalones.
Gotcha.
They weren't just the combined with KFC like we have here.
Long John Silver Taco Bell.
Dude, Taco Bell? No, I thought you were just gonna talk about like a classic taco or a classic Long John Silver's with like the fucking steering ships on every wall.
Yeah,
you know,
it's a boat theme. It's cute.
Yeah, so we got KFC. You got KFC going over there, and then you got Portillo's versus Leo's.
Yeah.
And you chose Portillo's.
I adore Portillo's.
Dude,
I think Portillo's is amazing. Every time I'm in Chicago, I gotta have Portillo's. I lived in Naperville for a couple years.
Naperville.
I did. I lived in Naperville for a little bit.
I lived out in the Aurora area.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, my dad worked in Aurora, I think.
Nice.
Maybe. Or he worked in Fort Worth. No, that was in Texas. Never mind. I'm getting all my homes mixed up.
Yeah,
but Naperville, dad worked in Aurora. I would go to Portillo's, and it's just like, part of it's the atmosphere. You know, there's all these pictures of like, oh, Dan Aykroyd came here one time. And, you know, like I love the celebrity pictures. And I do love the Portillo's dog. Just like with the little pepper and the pickle. And, yeah, it's amazing. I love their shakes. I can't. I've had Leo's. Is it Leo's or Leo's?
Yeah, Leo's. Leo's Coney Island.
Leo's Coney Island. I've had. Great. I love a Coney Island. You know, but Portillo's just holds such a special place in my heart.
Yeah. I went out to LA and got Portillo's. Or like,
they got one in LA.
Yeah,
Okay.
They have one in LA.
I thought it was just an Illinois thing. That's crazy.
They got one in Southfield.
They're owned by Berkshire Hathaway. They have a couple in Florida. I think one in Arizona. They expanded, but they were based out of Oak Park, I think, Illinois, which is right outside of Chicago, just west. Like my order at Portillo's, man, I usually get one of two things. Like two things I only order.
Beef combo. And chocolate cake.
Not even.
I just cut them off on both.
Cheeseburger. Cheeseburger, no lettuce.
Oh, yeah.
Cheese fry, large root beer.
And they're fucking sprinting to get your order.
Dude.
Like if you go to the drive-thru,
you don't even have to fucking. When you get up to the window, they're like, "Here's your shit. Get out of here.
Go,
Eat
motherfucker." You're like, "Thank you." It's like, "Shut the fuck up."
Or I get the beef and cheddar croissant, which is like Italian beef on the croissant, with fucking cheddar.
God damn, you're hitting with the hard fucking cut right now. That's a good fucking sandwich right there.
I get sweet peppers on it, but I get sweet peppers, and then I get jardinera oil drizzled over my sandwich.
Fire.
Wow.
With just sweet peppers. I don't do the jardinera
on my
sandwich. I just do the oil.
Yeah.
All right.
I love it, dude.
Now we got a major upset. It's Rally's versus Carl's Jr.'s. And you pick Carl's Jr.
I picked Carl's Jr.
What the fuck? What are you eating at Carl's Jr.?
Look, this is another Portillo situation. Carl's Jr. is very close to my heart. When I lived in Thailand, we had a Carl's Jr. at the mall. My friends and I, every time we went to the mall, I'd go there. I'd get the double Western bacon cheeseburger.
Nice, dude. And that's worth the wait when you're out there in Thailand.
Yeah,
that was our major complaint, was the wait.
Right.
But if you're in Thailand, that wait, you'll fucking wait. That's fucking fire.
And I mean, shout out to Pierre, Declan, Kautu.
Shout out Pierre, Declan, Kautu.
All my buddies from Thailand.
Shout out Johnny Mocny's buddies from
I can't
Thailand.
even say them all, but yeah, that was our spot. That was like in Friends, the Central Perk. Like that was so
sentimental value.
Right. No shade the rallies. It's just it is sentimental value.
No, you know what? triple pound, everybody, because we respect that.
Thank you.
Right?
I'm glad we can find peace with that choice.
Because that was a major upset. And then we have White Castle versus Popeyes. Did you experience White Castle while I was here?
Yeah. And moving around, I've had White Castle plenty of times.
Okay.
I've never been fully, like, I'm fine with White Castle. I'm never fully satisfied.
Have you ever experienced White Castle on some drunk shit?
No. Well, no, yes, I have. But it was frozen White Castle sliders that I brought home and made, which definitely aren't good. Yeah, I get that. I do think as far as sliders go, though, it's just like...
Listen, there's some good drunk shit experiences you can have at White Castle.
Because you can just,
Not even. Just like getting the burger, getting the case itself can be an adventure.
Because they don't have the crave case ready for you.
It's always an experience. And you're just like drunk.
Then they give you a fucking bag full of ketchup.
I love when you're that feeling of being so drunk and the only thing you're thinking about is the food that you're about to eat. Like,
and then you're like, 24 burgers? They're little. Give me 2 of them.
I had my first, literally a few weeks ago, I had my first Raising Cane's.
Ooh,
and it was...
Not here.
It was in Lansing. It was East Lansing. Yeah.
Right, how was it?
I was... Well, the context is it was about midnight. I had been out with Nick and Jordan and Layla Malecki, and we had we'd been to the Riv and we had been to Dublin, and it was peak drunkenness. And I'm just sitting there like the only thing I'm thinking about is this box that I'm about to get. So I will say at that point in time, it seemed like the best chicken I've ever had in my entire life.
Oh my gosh!
Since then, I've had it once sober. Pretty good. But it's never going to compare to that moment.
That peak drunkenness. There's so many occasions with White Castle being the end product of the night, and it just kind of rang true. I've had Raising Cane's, the real Raising Cane's, and it's a completely different experience than what you get here.
Okay.
If you got it in the South, you'd be like, it's better than okay.
Yeah.
But here in East Lansing,
I might have gotten into the South. It was probably too far back to remember.
Yeah.
There's all those I remember I was in Texas and I had Whataburger and stuff like that, but it just doesn't stick in my head because it's been so long.
I tried to explain to Darius last episode. I broke it down as Whataburger is a Fuddruckers that you can get through the drive-thru. Because you can literally just put whatever you want. Any way you want to make it, and they'll do it. And Fuddruckers was the same way. Whatever you wanted to do to your burger, they would let you fucking do to your burger. No drive-thru.
Another 8 burgers on top of my burger.
And so you had Popeyes beating White Castle, and now we're moving on to the next round, the Elite Eight. McDonald's versus Taco Bell. You're singing.
I stuck by McDonald's. That was harder for me because I kind of categorized them the same.
Yeah,
and in my town, they are the 2 places that are open past midnight.
Yep.
But
that's why we made sure to keep those in the same.
More often than not,
we didn't want it to be like at the end McDonald's versus that's lame.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Put the heavy hitters in there. We went for the splash, with our tournament.
Yeah.
There's a splash factor that Darius and I. Hey, we're little producers. There's a little magic behind the scenes.
You got to appeal to anger sometimes with your audience. People are hate watching who can't believe that's what you chose.
What is this? This is stupid.
Too easy. Of course.
Chicken sandwiches delicious.
So you got McDonald's beating Taco Bell, and then on the other side, Little Caesars versus Wendy's. Little Caesars is pretty tough, right? You chose Little Caesars.
Little Caesars is dependable for me.
Dude, it's an old faith. Listen, and Michiganders have a certain affinity. Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah.
Affinity.
Not the nation
with...
of
I'm sorry, the nation of offend. I didn't mean to offend. Little limerick.
Limerick. Huh?
No, it's not. You need at least 3 rhymes for a limerick. Nobody checked me. I'll take it.
Yeah.
All right?
There's a specific rhyme scheme too.
Limerick, thank you.
Yeah.
And there is a...
The teacher's about to put you in the...
Yeah, give us a limerick right now.
You want to talk about lines?
No, don't.
It's the off season, man. I'm not.
Don't. I'm just joking. That was I'm sorry for putting you on the
No,
spot.
that's okay.
Like that.
It's okay.
I said the word wrong, and then I got corrected, and then I tried to put somebody else on the spot as a misdirection, and I'm sorry. Oh yeah, so we got Little Caesars being Wendy's, and then it's Carl's Jr.'s versus Popeyes.
Yeah. Once again, the nostalgia had it beat out Popeyes.
Yeah. Well, listen, we not negotiated, but we discussed earlier. If you're in a good mood, if you're in a good mood, don't go to Popeyes. Like, just don't go to Popeyes if you're in a good mood. It's not like where you want to be.
Start a farm.
They're so
If you're really
angry.
pissed about Michigan and you want to pretend you're in Louisiana for a little bit,
Yeah, then go to Popeyes. You'll get some real Southern hospitality.
just
there.
listen to "Born on the Bayou" by CCR and pull into the drive-thru.
You will starve to death in your
Oh.
car.
Like, I think it's in their training to be angry and upset at the customers.
Yeah, if you're hours away from starting the Donner Party in your car,
Then
Popeyes
go
is
to
your place.
Popeyes.
If you want
So-
spicy, go fucking kill yourself.
Yeah, wait
the
15
parking
minutes,
lot.
then shoot yourself.
Come back to life as a ghost.
Yeah.
And then come again.
And then
is-
wait another 30 minutes.
it's very bold of them to be the only chicken place that puts Louisiana in their tagline.
Yeah.
When it's the least spicy thing imaginable.
Hey, if you are trying to, jump off the deep end, we got you a little bit. If you're trying to really be outside of your comfort level, we got you with a little bit of Louisiana.
It's the whiteification, the same way that like Taco Bell or like Panda Express is the white people's version of whatever
And people eat it
that
up.
food is. Yeah.
They eat
White
it
people
up.
love Panda Express.
Like it's.
Oh, you want some fried chicken? What about a little bit of hot sauce? Oh, for real? I'm invited to the barbecue.
All right. So we got McDonald's versus Portillo's in the final 4.
Yeah,
You chose Portillo's.
I did.
Perfect. I ain't gonna say too much about that.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly.
And then you
the
got
Chicago
Carl's
guy on
Jr.
my side. So I'm winning
Listen,
over.
there's no way you can let Little Caesars be a representative of a championship.
Right.
Yeah, so by default, whatever restaurant you have, because we also had Little Caesars making it
Yeah.
far. And
Yeah.
we're like surprised. We're like, dang, like Little Caesars is a motherfucker, And I think that might be a consistent finalist.
It's also your only pizza representative on here, I think, right? I think it's your only pizza place.
But that's
for fast food.
because it beat out Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
There's no real pizza fast food.
Yeah.
Besides,
Cottage Inn, maybe? I don't know. I don't even know if they're that fast. Domino's.
where you can pull up,
Yeah.
get a pizza, and leave.
Right. Like a
Yeah.
hot and ready.
Yeah, like
Little
there's
Caesars is the godfather.
There's a
Yeah.
real fast food aspect to, and I didn't even realize that it was our only pizza joint on the bracket.
I can't tell you how relieved I am that this is what we're doing, because I was so afraid this was gonna be like about like real food, like meals. And I showed up, I looked at this, I'm like, oh, it's all fast food. You're speaking my language. I'm like,
Favorite of Moose Blues.
I also don't plan meals and am poor. I know all this.
Relatable.
Yeah.
Like-
Favorite Tupperware to use for meal planning.
no,
This is
they're
more
like,
what's your favorite Chinese joint to get
Yeah.
to stretch out meals for the week?
Yeah, my 2 criteria here is: am I drunk or am I driving home from another town after bombing?
yeah,
What is my fast food place?
yeah, yep.
You've done that enough times.
You've done it enough times to know your staples.
Yeah.
And so at the end of the tournament, we have Portillo's versus Carl's Jr. And
My
the
2 babies.
Yeah, the championship goes to Portillo's.
Yep.
Yeah, and we respect it.
Score now.
Portillo's is the only, and listen, there's a couple restaurants that are comparable to Portillo's, but they just don't have that service
and that charm.
Yeah,
it's fucking consistency though, dude.
Like,
you can go to a Portillo's here.
Yeah.
You can go to Portillo's in Oak Park.
Yeah.
You can go to Portillo's in fucking Orland Park. And they're all the fucking
yes,
same.
And
exactly.
The atmosphere plays a huge part here because Portillo's is probably the only place on here where I would want to make sure I'm going out of my way to sit there and eat it.
Yeah,
to be at the place where I'm getting it.
Yeah,
you know?
And it's quality food done fast. If you want to go through the drive-thru, they got people meeting you. Like 10 cars back.
Do you like how when they read out the orders, they have to do rhymes?
Yeah.
They're always like, order 70, be my hero. They have to do that. They look miserable, but it's cool. I like it.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Just to wait for that dude to quit his. I'm like, 48, this is great. Fuck this dog. This is fucking bullshit.
And you can all suck my dick. Yeah. Like he's rhyming as he quits.
They got roaches in here. And then he fucking leaves. I expect for that to happen every time I go to Portillo's because it is Chicago based. So.
Piece of chocolate cake.
Yeah. Here's
Fuck this place.
Shake. This will be great. Fucking bullshit, G.
Oh my gosh. And that was reviewing your Munch Madness. You did well.
Thank you.
You reached, the same outcome as us.
I'm happy. Oh, you also got Portillo's.
Yeah. Portillo's.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yep. Different path, same destination.
Different paths.
Yeah.
We didn't say shit. All right, no. And then, all right. So we got Johnny Mocny. He does a podcast. It's called Talking Movies.
It's called We Are Movies. Yeah. Sorry, I totally forgot to plug that when we were doing plugs. Yeah, I have a podcast. I have a movie podcast called We Are Movies. Yeah. That's all.
And I listen to it. It's a lot of fun. It's always a good time. Like, I love listening to movie podcasts. That's like one thing. I listen to another podcast about movies that's called Reviewing History. They take historical movies and then they point out the fallacies, but it's also comedy. So they're talking about their co-host sucking dick and shit.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly.
That's important.
It's good. It keeps me interested, you know. But as a cinemaphile, you know, I want to ask you, what's your favorite snack? You know, what's your go-to order when you're picking up a ticket for the matinee?
Yeah.
You know, or you're checking out the latest IMAX.
So it's a pretty typical thing. I got a popcorn. I season the popcorn to death.
Okay.
That's one thing. I'll do the ranch, the jalapeno cheddar.
So it's a couple minutes.
It's a while, and it's a gradual. Like I put it on, and I gotta shake it down, and I put
Do
more
you
on.
utilize the bucket lid?
Yes, if I'm at Celebration, I utilize the bucket lid. When I used to go to NCG, I would have them fill it up halfway so I could do everything, and then I'd have it fill up the rest of the way. So yeah, I'm very particular about that.
Now-
if I'm getting candy, I'll get the Airhead Extremes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
One thing I want to throw in right quick, that popcorn lid is actually a Michigan invention.
Really?
It's here.
I've only seen it at Celebration.
Yeah, have you ever used a popcorn lid?
No.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't even know what the fuck we're talking about.
Hey, halfway.
Yeah.
Oh, halfway.
No, the lid changes the game,
Dude.
Because also, if you're with somebody, you pour some into it and then you make a bowl.
Exactly. It's also
nice.
another disperser unit. So if you don't want her to feel the old hole in the bottom of the popcorn, you know. But I do.
It shows you're a gentleman. I'm pouring this into a bowl, so you know I'm not trapping you.
Dude, so do you get the drink as well?
Yeah, I'll usually Celebration's all Pepsi products, so I usually get like a Dr. Pepper there.
Yeah.
You know, but there's no consistency there. It kind of depends.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I've asked another cinephile about the lid on their popcorn bucket. Had no idea what I was talking about.
Really?
And I was like,
Did you make a fool of yourself?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, how dare I? It was actually one of the hosts of the podcast that I listened to. He replied to me. I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah. No, I love him. And I sent him a picture of it. I was like, well, it turns out this is a Michigan invention. I thought it was everywhere.
Yeah.
No, it's only the Great Lakes state.
They should patent that. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is. And other theaters need to pick it up. I'm also, my go-to order is the 2 large drinks, 1 large popcorn combo.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
and that's my go-to. And I'm splitting the drink with my wife, and the other drink I'm letting my kids fill all the way up with a Coke and cherry Slurpee. And
Nice.
those two are going to town on that thing. I probably refill it for them at least 2 times. For some reason, I feel like it's important for me to sacrifice the plot as opposed to my kids. It's more that I just don't want them. Yeah, I don't want them running back and forth.
You gotta lock them down.
Yeah. I'll go get this thing. They're just like, okay. They're bouncing up and down in the seat.
We're in the movie.
And that's my go-to order. What about you?
I am a nacho or double nacho, extra cheese, and you better.
You're eating.
Yes. I'm a jalapeno nacho.
You're eating a whole meal in this movie. What about you? You eat?
Sometimes, not if I'm really hungry. I don't know. It's just in general, theaters charge too much, but yeah.
It's just something about movie nachos. It's the only place where you can get stupid cheap nachos.
Yeah.
You know, like
besides 7-Eleven.
Yeah, but like, why? I can get a fucking hot dog.
Sneak a 7-Eleven nacho in there
on that hot dog.
Yeah.
But like, it's for me. It's like movie nachos, and I'll do Sour Patch Kids.
Nice.
And then I'll do like a large drink. I don't like getting popcorn all the time because I get upset about the fucking kernels and shit in my teeth and shit.
Oh, okay.
It gives you flashbacks to the bone.
Like he's like, God damn it.
He's getting like flashbacks to when
But like, surprisingly, guys,
like his ears ringing as he like plucks out a kernel.
I'm the worst person to go see a movie with because I'm a fall asleep in the first 20 minutes.
Oh, you know what? Listen.
And then
I'm glad you brought that up.
45 minutes.
I
miss a good.
Do you wake up and you keep asking what's going on?
No, I just watch it. I'm like,
act like you,
Okay,
I'm
that's
like,
good.
all right, I'm watching it again.
Yeah.
I don't go, oh fuck, what? I'm just like,
So,
oh shit.
my
he's
next,
a bad guy.
yeah, my next question was going to ask you guys: have you ever fallen asleep in the
a theater?
theater?
No,
No,
not once. No.
Not once.
No,
he does not have ADD, ladies and gentlemen.
I've come close. I've come close.
Listen, I was in a movie. And I still fell asleep in that movie. Like I was in the theater waiting to watch myself, and exactly, and I wasn't even that old.
Did you sleep through your part?
No.
Oh, okay,
no.
that's good.
But I did sleep through like most of the fighting. I woke up for the Martha line.
Yeah.
I was like, "That's stupid," and then I fell back asleep. So there's nothing worse than being in a movie that sucks, you know? Like, you can't even stay awake for your own. Yeah, and it was cool, you know?
There's a huge following for that movie, though, too. There's guys that their personality is that they like Batman versus Superman. So if you mention that'll get you a lot of street cred with the cult.
I do appreciate Ben Affleck as my favorite Batman. That is my favorite Batman.
He's really good.
Just because in real life, he looked like... fucking Frank Miller's Batman.
He was roided out, probably,
dude,
right?
He was he was a house.
Yeah.
He would stand next to Superman, Henry Cavill, who was also playing Witcher during the same time. Yeah. And it was like just a regular person compared to fucking Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Like, it was, I was like, you are a fucking superhero.
I'm also a Michael Keaton guy.
Yeah, unless you saw him in real life.
Yeah, well, he's not big. Michael Keaton's not imposing.
Michael Keaton is the dude that you want to talk to the most.
And then
what I love about Keaton is that he actually seems like a guy weird enough to dress up as a bat at night. Yeah. You're like, yeah, I'd buy it from him.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Yeah, and then I'm just bumming a cigarette. He's like,
oh shit,
good shit. Good shit.
But he just reminds me of the dude that you would see at like a corporate gathering who's always waiting for the fucking like food to come in.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm just waiting for that roll.
He'd be a little creepy to the secretary who brings the food in. He'd be like,
She's like all like,
thanks, sweetheart.
like
Joanne, I bet you're used to roast beef like that. Hey, Joanne.
She scurries off.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, what's the craziest things you guys have ever snuck in to the theater?
Well, I've gone with friends and we've snuck in like a weed pen, which isn't hard to sneak in.
A weed pen?
But whatever.
A weed pen?
Yeah, I thought Venom was the best movie I'd ever seen because I was getting high while I was watching it.
Fuck yeah, dude. I love to hear it. I'm a huge Venom fan, dude.
I remember,
am a huge Venom.
I was with my friends in Mississippi. We went to go see The Equalizer with Denzel, the first one.
Yeah.
And we were bringing in like Skinny Pop because like my mom had given me Skinny Pop and we didn't have the money and just like buy our own concessions. And I remember we were thinking, how are we going to sneak this in? And I was just like, I'm just going to put it under my fucking shirt. It's going to like be obvious I'm bringing something in, but they can't tell me to lift up my shirt.
Yeah.
Like I just remember. So I just remember walking in and I looked at the guy. I was like, thank you. And the guy looks down at my stomach and he just sighs. He's like, okay, go in.
Hey, why you not look like a person that normally comes in?
Your stomach.
You're hiding 3 children underneath your fucking trench coat.
Dude, my kids are just huge Denzel fans. I gotta sneak them in.
12 feet tall. It's just a trench coat. I'm a tall guy.
Oh my gosh, you snuck children.
I snuck in a bowl and I smoked a bowl while watching. What's that movie with Arnold and he?
Jingle All the Way?
No. It was the one where he's like fighting.
You're talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger.
What era of Arnold?
Wasn't
Rambo?
He was
That's
like,
Stallone.
He was like
Damn it.
fighting off like demons.
Oh, Predator. Predator.
No. That's
Like,
End of Days.
Yeah.
End of Days. Yeah.
Nice.
That's the one where he's like, "You a fucking choir boy compared to me, a choir boy." Yeah, it's one of my favorite Arnold lines.
Before my homie smoked a bowl.
Yeah.
In Lincolnshire, Illinois, at the movie theater while watching this movie. And we were so fucking paranoid of like fucking Usher just like fucking guys, that like we fucking smoked weed and we were high as shit. We like watched the movie seriously. And it got to the point where like towards the end of the movie, something weird happens. And my buddy Mike, rest his soul, fucking stands up and goes, "Fuck this movie, I'm out," and then just walks out of the fucking movie theater.
Wow.
So the usher didn't want to talk to us.
Yeah.
It was just like the weird high guy watching this religious flick with fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was so weird, dude.
That's awesome.
But yeah, that was it.
So I've stuck in a bunch of shit, but your friend's outburst reminded me of a story. I saw Ring in its original airing.
Oh well.
And
the Naomi Watts one.
The like original like fly in the theater type shit. And I remember my friend telling me he would give me $20 if I acted scared, like at some point in the movie. And I remember when she crawled out of the screen, I like bobbled. I was in the aisle that would like separate the bottom tier from the top tier. You know? Yes. Yeah, exactly. Like a 5-second scream while I'm bobbling popcorn everywhere. And he's just $20. And then I ran out of the theater. Like,
You
screaming.
watched the Japanese version of Ring You.
No. Like,
that one's great.
Fucking
That one's scary. Yeah.
That shit fucked me up.
Yeah.
Dude, no.
The only 2 movies that ever fucked me up were Blair Witch when it first came out.
Oh, yeah. No. Did you think it was real?
I saw it.
Yeah, it was the first mockumentary.
Dude, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's the first mockumentary.
They found him?
Dude, I slept in my parents' room.
Wow.
Like, when
I
they
was in high school.
That's awesome.
I was
yeah,
scared.
mockumentaries wasn't even a genre when they released
like
that movie.
that found footage horror movie specifically was not really done that many times.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then like And it still hits to this day, like Paranormal Activity. That's another like mockumentary where it's shot in the documentary like light, but it's
following up on
scripted.
That,
like
Blair
it's
Witch shit.
Fuck that. Like,
real talk.
Like that. Yeah, the nation is scared.
Real fucking talk. I went to New York the following summer after that shit came out. And I was with my buddy Tom Korshak, and I was with my mom and my dad. We took a double-decker bus tour of Manhattan, and we ended up at MTV, fucking Times Square MTV.
Wow.
And I shit you not, we pull up, and it is half of the cast of Blair Witch, and they were going into... And you can research this by fucking like searching like Blair Witch cast MTV TRL or whatever the fuck.
And it just shows you there.
It
just shows you like
we took pictures
chilling
with disposable cameras, and none of those pictures came back after we got them developed.
Wow.
So the whole story of us telling this to our friends. Made no sense, and they were
had no evidence.
Dude,
or
it sucks, but my parents were there.
Yeah.
It fucking really happened.
If you were somebody who still thought the Blair Witch was real, you'd be like, I found them. Like, you'd be like,
cool. They're hanging out in New York and Times Square going to TRL.
That's a classic. If you didn't take a picture, did it really happen?
Yeah. Dude, it was fucking weird, dude, because they were like Hollywoodified, right? So they like dye their hair, different hairdos.
They were all fly.
But dude, it was fucking weird as shit, man. I'll never forget that.
All right.
I'll never forget how creeped out I was of that movie, and then I saw him and I was like, "Fuck you guys,
dude,
bullshit." I
all right.
my parents.
You scared the shit out of me. Motherfuckers.
I did want to share just real quickly while we're telling theater stories. One that I want to say I'm proud of this. How I handle myself is I took a girl to go see Lincoln when it came out with Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Because whole thing,
you can watch Daniel. I love Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah. No, me too. And I took her to this. I was in middle school and I was just like, oh, nice long boring movie. She's gonna have to make out. And we're sitting in the back, and it kind of got like I got into the movie. It's Steven Spielberg.
It's a great
film.
movie.
And I'm like really paying attention, and she starts like nuzzling up, and she starts kissing my neck, and I start going like, oh, okay, so he's trying to bribe the senators into signing the 13th Amendment, and she's just like, okay, well, it's fine. And I was like, he's gonna end slavery, and she was like, I don't care, and I was like, whoa, you don't care if they end slavery? We never talked again. That was it for me. Thank you.
I appreciate that. Years later, some guy was like, that's what I'm talking about.
I knew it'd be worth it.
I don't want to give my dick away. I care about lives.
Yeah, some of the I wait till somebody respects, the ending of slavery.
Thank you.
Yeah, you really are an ally.
I am. That's the big lesson tonight.
All right. So this is where we get serious. Yeah, I know. We haven't yet. Not once. Johnny.
Yes, sir.
You can only use 3 utensils for the rest of your life while cooking.
Oh. Only while cooking.
Or masturbation.
Okay. But this doesn't count eating. So I don't have to choose a fork and a spoon. Just cooking.
We meant it as a finite.
Oh, okay. So literally the only utensils I ever get in my life.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say tongs. And I'm gonna say spatula, and then I'm just gonna do a spoon, because as much as I might not like it, everything that you can eat with a fork, you can eat with a spoon. So I'll do it.
I'm surprised. I like the foresight. You can't flip a burger with tongs.
Right.
Dude, it's
an omelet.
Yeah, it's a fucking mess.
Yeah.
All right, so and I honestly thought you were gonna go with a shortcut and like choose a spork, like a metal spork.
Oh, I didn't even think so. You see, I thought that'd be cheating.
Dude.
Are there metal sporks? Do they make?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, these campers
For bachelor pads.
These
Yeah. It's like a flip out one. It's like on a.
It's probably got a serrated edge.
It's part of a Swiss Army knife. You know.
Whoa,
Spork for you.
a spork knife. Like,
Spike.
ooh, trademark. You heard it here first.
It sounds like it's a slur for something, honestly. Dude,
Yeah,
these fucking spifes just walked in,
It
dude.
really did like raise
A little bit.
It was
There's
a
some part of
little-
me that was like, I don't know.
Moving that neighborhood too many spikes.
Yeah, it's already derogatory.
Yeah.
Another question. Yeah, we cut it. This is serious. What's your favorite stage? Give me your 3 favorite stages to perform at.
The Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase is one of them. I'd
Nice.
say every time I've hosted there or done a showcase or an open mic there, we did the roast there. I did a roast battle there one time. That's probably my favorite stage to perform at. In Michigan.
Nice.
This is too Ann Arbor heavy, but as far as open mics go, I got to go Blind Pig. I think
Okay.
Blind Pig, just a real stage, amazing venue. Not even choosing my own open mic here. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's really great. Then maybe I kind of want to go outside the box. I want to go outside of Michigan, but every stage I've performed outside of Michigan haven't been amazing. It's yet to come. This is, for the record, people watching this is before I've performed at the Drop. I'm not shit talking the Drop. I'm going there eventually. But
Yeah.
Shout out, Ed.
Hey, you know
might-
what? You deserve
might-
another Bruce.
oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
We all gulped.
I'm gonna say my third stage. This is an easy answer, but Mark Ridley's.
Comedy
it's
Castle.
Yeah, it's the I think the biggest comedy
Yes,
club
yeah.
in terms of capacity. It's always full. I've yet to get. It's one of the few. I haven't actually been past there, so I've only done the comedy rumbles and stuff there.
Yeah.
But when and if I do get past, it'll be my favorite place to work at.
Dude,
so-
I have looked at the Comedy Castle with fondling eyes.
yeah.
You know, I'm like, when I'm ready.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Well, I've always just never submitted when it's the right time.
Yeah.
So I'll
I've
blame it
called
on
in.
that.
I've called in. you
Oh,
know,
for the open
mics.
Yeah.
you know.
That's the thing.
And-
Club open mics are so tricky.
Dude, I think my one name hurts me. They're like, "What's your name?" I'm like, "Rio,"
Yeah.
and that's it. Like, I don't say anything after that. You know, and the-
River?
no, and then I hang up. Like, I don't even. That's
Yeah.
it. Like, they're like, "What's your name?" Rio. Click. Like, dang it, we didn't even get his number. Like, all right. So that's a good question. Now, what's your favorite meal to have before or after a set?
I usually try not to eat right before a set.
So
I
you
can't
wait till
go-
after, yeah.
Yeah, I try to time it out. So like the last time I ate was maybe 2 or 3 hours ago. So
Yeah.
I'm not starving, but I'm not, but
Yeah.
I'm not full. After set, I mean, it'll be anything. Like I like going out with a group to get, usually like if we're in Ann Arbor, we'll go to like Fleetwood's. And
Yeah,
I'll get like,
Fleetwood,
I like getting like breakfast for dinner a lot, So I'll get
Okay,
like an omelet
we
or something.
respect that. We respect that.
If I'm just driving home alone, it's fast food.
Okay.
It's probably McDonald's or Taco Bell.
Yeah.
So
All right. Now, we got a heavy question. This is question number 4, question number 5.
okay.
All right. What's a comedian that you'd like to have dinner with who's alive or deceased? And what restaurant do you want to have dinner with them?
Yeah. Gosh. I jokingly off air I said Jim Gaffigan and we'd have Hot Pockets, but I don't really that's not my true answer.
That was so funny.
This is a cliche answer. I'd pick George Carlin. I think that sometimes it's really easy to pick your favorite comic, but George Carlin is specifically a guy who I think had a lot to say and could be a really interesting conversationalist. And he is dead and we don't know what he's like on a podcast or anything, you know? So I think that would just be a thing to discover.
He's somebody that could impart knowledge.
Yeah.
While just like dropping a sentence. Like to him, it's just like something that you say.
Such as really smart guy. And just we wouldn't even need to talk about comedy. I just want to know about his thoughts.
Dude, exactly. Like it wouldn't. He would drop some knowledge just about like enjoying the day or something.
And he was progressive before it was like cool.
And
normal. You know,
no, he was challenging the culture.
Yeah.
Always.
And so I'd say him. As far as the restaurant, it's just a place that's going to take a long time, so I can talk to him longer. You know, I don't know.
Popeyes.
Be like, George, we're getting Popeyes together.
Yeah, we're waiting for the spicy, and we're going through it. I love it, dude. Yeah. That is such a good answer.
That's pretty fucking cool, man.
Yeah, so we have 5 questions that we like to ask, but it's a reverse. You get to ask the 5th and final question.
I was going to ask you guys, I guess this is a pretty typical question for comics, but I don't think we asked it. Like, who, you don't have to pick one person, 1 to 3 people. Who do you think are like your biggest comedic influences?
Ooh. You want me to go first?
Yeah.
All right. So, growing up, my dad really drilled into me that it's the delivery, not necessarily the punchline. You know, so first and foremost, even though, you know, regardless of everything, like, I'm gonna choose my dad. He made me watch Abbott and Costello.
Oh, nice.
You know, he made me watch the Blues Brothers and the Three Amigos. He really like was a student of the arts of being a showman. So that's gonna be my first. Second, when I was growing up, I didn't really watch comedy, like stand-up comedy, as much as I watched like skits, you know? So like I would probably say like In Living Color and SNL at that time.
Yeah.
Like I used to make Mr. Rogers spoofs.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, when I was like 10.
Like
11.
the Eddie Murphy's Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood.
You know, I was just like, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, I remember one time I went to a fucking black market dentist and he left me with all my teeth black because he stole them. You know, like these were just little skits that I was writing as a kid. So,
that's awesome. Were you a Chappelle Show guy too?
Yes. And that's going to be my last and final.
Oh, okay.
Was Dave Chappelle. He showed me there's a real translation from being funny on TV to being funny in delivery. And for me, that was like awesome, you know? Yeah. And that's going to be my 3. My dad, the skit shows that I watched, and then Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
You know?
And
then I didn't do comedy. I didn't do comedy until I was in my 30s, you know? And
but it was percolating for a long time.
Yeah. Yep. It's something that was building.
Everyone's a fan first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, of course.
So that's my answer.
Nice.
For me, it would be my Uncle Dwayne, because, you know, he's my uncle for one, the funniest person I know as a person, because I grew up with him, but very knowledgeable about the art and has his way. And
he's a big dog.
Definitely him. Patrice O'Neal and Jim Carrey.
Carrey, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of In Living Color, Jim
Yeah,
Carrey,
yep.
Great on that show too.
Dude,
his old sketches
he
were amazing.
carried.
Yeah,
he carried a lot.
yeah. Well, he was the white guy. Right?
Dude.
Like he was. I don't think there was.
What a great question.
Yeah,
And
there you go.
as the first guest, you know, we have a strict no dubsies.
Mhm.
So if somebody else tries to ask us this,
Okay.
they get bounced. They're gonna
All
have to
right.
come up with a different question. You were the first one to ask us how to spill a beer again.
Sorry, future guests. You never ask the same question.
Yeah.
And you never spill a beer again.
I'll never spill beer again.
Damn right.
All right, guys, that's been another episode. Make sure you
Spin it.
follow us on YouTube, Cornbread and Beans. We have a Facebook page. We're on Twitter as well, Cornbread X Beans. This has been another great episode. Follow Darius Kennedy on Instagram at Darius Kennedy.
Damn it.
He's on TikTok at Duke_Breeze.
Yes.
You can follow me on everything, literally. Dr. Decide. All right. DRDECIDE. And this has been another episode of Cornbread and Beans. Johnny, thank you for hanging out, man.
Thank you, guys. This was a whole lot of fun, genuinely. And I'm honored to be here. Better luck next time, Pat Seaver. And, yeah, I love you guys.
Good old Bat Seaver.
Let's go. I'm fucking shaking up.
Good job today, man.
Thanks,
That was
man.
awesome.
Appreciate
was
it.
fun.
That was really fun.